when this used to be a generally more CT-sided map, the first team that started to actually pick T-side was actually Fnatic. And obviously OpTic, though, coming off of an overpass where they like won every single CT round. I don't blame them for starting CT, but here we go. OpTic versus Cloud9, the last map of this best of 3. Can Cloud9 reset? Can they get off to a good start? Can they win a T round, James?
That would be a great start. Nothing positioning himself for a grenade towards the car position, actually. See where it goes. There's a car smoke, and there's a second one, actually, the TSM style smoke. The pop flash is coming in, but Rush, so good with these USPs. Mixwell coming in for support as well. The play has not worked out for Cloud9, 4 versus 2. And the rotation, of course, is coming in from the OpTic side. The bomb is on the floor as well. There goes nothing, leaving Skadoodle to clutch it for a seam. Only good for the 1 kill towards the end there. 2 for Skadoodle in total. And that's a very nice pistol from OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, that's not a good start for Cloud9. There's no doubt about that. I mean, they just couldn't get this initial frag here. Rush did excellent work getting the first couple of pops there, and that basically is that's what stopped the rush, because Mixwell then gets into that quad position. They can never take forward positioning onto the bomb site. They're stuck in the open choke points when the team has already rotated for OpTic. It just those 2 frags from Rush were awesome. Go ahead.
I was going to say, it was quite curious. Cloud9, they did a smoke play into the B bomb site, but a second one was the kind of post-plant smoke between the box and the wall. But it's, I mean, I don't know if it's worth doing that early, because if you don't have anybody in mid, or you could put a smoke down on the short position, which I think would do the same job, but be worse for the CT. So I don't know. Nice 1 dig from OpTic, but they're going to need a lot more than that for a significant round to be had here for Cloud9. Skadoodle with the Glock trying to get to the weapon. Not sure if he was spotted by the player on shorts. That's a great angle from OpTic. Over the roof.
Number 2 for him. Racking him up at this point. I mean, Skadoodle's just there with measly. Glock, he's going to be very happy that OpTic's been doing so much work there. Upgrades to a UMP. Although at the ranges that team might be playing at might not be too good, but we'll see. Better than a Glock, at any rate. OpTic is scanning, searching for another victim for this deagle of his. Worked his way into connector now. This is actually kind of scary. OpTic has Mixwell on the right. Oh, doesn't land the shot. Not sure if he even had time to pull the trigger. Now Skadoodle, it's his turn to get something done with the UMP. I don't like his chances, though.
Yeah. He was in kind of no man's land, and no man's land is where he will lay. Damn. Not often you find girls asking for spam grill in chat, but please go ahead. Eco round coming out from Cloud9. This should be a nothing round. Yeah, I'm really going back to that pistol round. I'm really curious as to how efficient that smoke is, considering they deploy it before they're anywhere near the site. Rush, ever dangerous with pistols. We'll see if he'll be a key player for OpTic as we move into the buy rounds. There's anti-eco grenades coming in. Those grenades do really big damage if you're anywhere near there, even on buy rounds on the team side.
So just OpTic just trying to work out what's, if there's any aggression here so far. It's taking up the standard positions early in the round that you'll see, keeping some good mid presence to begin with. Then we'll see them kind of splitting back to the bomb sites. So a retake spot there from Mixwell as well, playing a range to A main. And I always like it. Oh man, OpTic, he's at it again. He's at it again with this deagle.
Again and again, tell a friend.
Awesome stuff. And Rush is going to go down to the flash play with the P250 from Stewie. Now that is dangerous now. Tarek is going to be in there to try to trade. They try to make the play. They wanted to get aggressive there to get rid of some of the guns, but it's not going to pan out well for them. 4 versus 2, and Mixwell's on 26 HP as well. This is looking... If this is to be Cloud9's first T round, that's kind of hilarious.
Mixwell's on a range, however, trying to stop the bomb from going down with that Molotov towards default. Lands perfectly. That will buy time for his teammate to rotate. Nafly moving towards the highway position. Holding angles, but they can't really stop the bomb from going down at this point. It's going to be a 4 versus 2 retake for OpTic against a Cloud9 who had almost nothing at the beginning of this round.
Yeah, OpTic just hitting those deagles. Well, that single one that really started things off. OpTic haven't built any money yet. This is really bad. Here comes now the first frag. Wow, gets that. I don't know how he did that, but he did. He's going forward, finds himself the second one. This is a good pace, a very good pace. Mixwell finds himself one as well. And all of a sudden, Stewie's on 16 HP, no careful. The defuse coming in from Mixwell. 5 seconds to make it happen, and he's got it. Wow, they make the retake work. That is so crucially important for OpTic. But still, they did lose 3 players, and they gave up a bomb plant.
Yeah, very, very nice retake from OpTic, but that doesn't bode well considering, I mean, with a bit of coordination, Cloud9 did a lot with a little. I mean, OpTic had a very nice opening kill, but then the pop flash onto short. Stewie went for the peak before the pop flash came in as well. Lovely stuff. And now they're Cloud9 on the buy. They should be able to show us more dangerous play. So how will OpTic be able to play against it? Tarek has a very forward spawn. He can take this towards the B bomb site. I do wonder if he's going to go for a Fox-esque peak or go into the normal vent position. The safe play will be the order of the day from Tarek. The early smoke off. Skidoo holding the angle in case there's any push from OpTic. Again, OpTic shied away from pushes as they normally would in this domestic matchup so far. Whereas Cloud9 have played their normal game. You have to wonder if OpTic will be more active on this, the final CT half they will have.
Yeah, once again, OpTic, sort of at the mercy as to what Cloud9 want to do. And Cloud9, they've got, at the moment, we see the default. Around a minute though, minute 10 is when you start to see teams come out of this into typically a delayed mid-take. It's the first kind of easy portion of map control you can take with some grenades. So they're pressuring any players who would be in the vents, out of vents, and that's maybe for nothing to capitalize upon over towards B. But still, very, very spread apart are Cloud9, and start to wonder if they're going to be able to find this opening they so desire. We've got Tarek ready on this angle, still in such a deep position. Flashbang comes in, and that's going to miss. Oh, Tarek, he wanted to go for the shot very fast from Skidoo. That is exactly what they needed, but still, there's only 35 seconds, James.
Yeah, that is a mental way to pick. Didn't even look like he had an angle from Tarek's POV, but there we go. No one in the B bomb site for the OpTic Gaming side. Now flying on trying to slow things down. Is he going to miss the smoke? No. Some spray happening, but how will OpTic retake this? They took a risk leaving Tarek alone with B. Hasn't worked out. There goes Mixwell as well. Strad gets traded, however, so the vents are somewhat in control of the CTs. 4 versus 3. Things become harder for OpTic, and they've abandoned ship already.
Yeah, they're just going to leave it. And again, they really have to save. This is so early a situation for them to lose a round. Got to keep those weapons alive. Rush has 4 grenades as well, so that's kind of a big deal. As those incendiaries are super expensive. So Cloud9, they've won a T round, James. I feel like a round of applause is almost due.
Nothing hasn't got any kills yet. Maybe more applause later on. So OpTic Gaming surviving with 3 players. Again, that Antigua round was somewhat shaky, but that's not a kind of pick that Cloud9 can rely on every round. But let's bear in mind, they got that pick with a flying Skadoodle with about 35 seconds on the clock. You see the timeout from OpTic Gaming. Nice to see the early timeouts being used now. But yeah, that flying pick comes in, not something you can rely on every round. So Cloud9, I mean, what happens if they don't get that pick with 35 seconds left on the clock? What happens then?
I did wonder what the general plan was, because we didn't really see anything towards middle, which is typically what you'll see, because it allows you to have some map control, so you can split either A or B, doesn't matter. Even if you don't have a pick, even if the CTs say, okay, you can have it, you can still split, and it's going to be pretty effective. But as you say, if Tarek either gets that frag or there's just no kill, it takes ages to get to the bomb site, and they had 30 seconds left or something. So it does definitely raise questions about their round there. And I guess the answer as to how it will go this time is about to be upon us. Let's see if they mix things up a little bit. OpTic, they don't have really the best buy in the world, of course. They did save a couple of guns. Low utility for them. Skadoodle looking for that fast mid pick, but he won't find it off the timing.
Curious to see if Cloud9 will use the grenades towards the B checkers later on to try and force the CTs into passive positions. OpTic are playing passive anyway, but that does help to draw rotation to try and send the CTs into the wrong places, make them worry if their positioning is good, gives them opportunities to make mistakes. Shroud holding a passive angle in case there was a squeaky push. May have Stewie coming in for support. He's throwing the Molotov towards the vent position, but no one's holding any angles in that direction. And the Molotov has actually failed as well. That was supposed to go into the vents, so they won't be sure if that's clear or not. 2 players on highway for the OpTic Gaming side. Very slow start from Cloud9. But again, Stewie's in that position where Skadoodle can throw a pop flash for him. Although he has to be scared of the connector area. There's the first flash. Skadoodle has another one, and I think Stewie will peek with it. Nope, he has made his exit. Stewie is alone.
So the guy catching rotation. Stanislaw is going to catch him though. He doesn't even take a lick of damage. In comes the play. Nap, all he has to do is delay, and he's got Tarek to help him do that. 1 frag for Tarek. Stanislaw comes in. It's all falling apart for Cloud9. This is a terrible, catastrophic end to the round for Cloud9. That could not have gone worse. At every turn, every single play just fell flat on his face. That sucks.
Yeah, and it's almost, with the exception of Stewie's play into mid, it's almost Tyloo style, where they're just executing into a site, essentially. I don't know. I wonder if Stewie had, if his crosser was on a corner of the box, if he makes that kill. Very tight between those 2 players. But there we go. OpTic Gaming off to a good start on the CT side, and Cloud9's economy has been reset. They've got a buy for this round, but Shroud's down to a Tech 9 now.
This is going to be very tough for them to get back into this one if they're not able to win this round. And as you said, you know, kind of just working up straight away into the execution of a site tit without taking map control really before that. That's what we're seeing here as well. But this time it's onto the A-bomb site. And more or less retake positions from OpTic Gaming, but there's 3 players ready to defend this. All the smokes is going to make life a little bit tough for the CTs to get back in. Rush is close, he's looking for a timing to go through the smoke to cause absolute havoc, but no timing just yet for him. Look how many players are ready to attack this bomb site. This is nuts.
There's still 1 more smoke on the CT side, the T side to redeploy to make that retake harder for OpTic Gaming. Do they have a counter plan? Stewie's being picked off in the meantime. Everyone is spamming. Is anyone going to have bullets left when it's time to push through these smokes? There goes Rush around the red area. Finally, the frags are coming in, but they're coming in favour of Cloud9. People attack though. Tarek and Stanislaw remain. Now it's Tarek alone with the AWP. How does he avoid getting traded? Misses a shot onto nothing. And he may have to abandon. The clock is too far ticked as well. Will he be able to escape with these grenades? Doing the best to hold on to his AWP, but he won't be able to do it. Cloud9 get around on the board.
That's so important. So important. And there's still much more work to be done though, because OpTic still have a buy in stores, but that's a good start. The problem is, I'm still wondering, you know, what did you Cloud9 go to for the default? Because the only default that they did run, again, it had that really awesome pick from Skadoodle, but otherwise it didn't look like they were set up to do anything else. So
nice.
So yeah, still big question marks here for Cloud9. They still have to prove to OpTic that they can just take these straight up buy rounds without having to rely on just running into a bomb site. Maybe they'll do it again, as it was successful.
Money is very tight for both these teams in this round, meaning next round is key. Will we see a pop flash, or is Rush going to just go for the cheeky peek? Here is a pop flash being lined up. There is Rush emerging with it, and Mixwell, they don't see Automatic in the smoke. They've got no idea. He's just standing there. Here comes pop flash from Automatic. What can he do with it? There goes Mixwell, and Rush will get taken down as well. That is a catastrophe for OpTic.
Massive play from Automatic to make this happen. And now Cloud9, they are going to use this to go in for the A split. They win the battle in middle against Stanislaw. And the A-bomb site has a Cloud9 flag stuck in it at the moment, and the bomb can be planted. So this is really nice for them. They get they're likely surviving with 4 players as well, unless Tarek can get another kill. But yeah, I mean, still though, that was a round which we saw Automatic able to just overpower 2 players in the smoke with flashbangs. It was a bit of a crazy scenario, but that's how they essentially were able to have the advantage to win this round.
That one crazy scenario pretty much decimates the coming rounds for OpTic. They'll get all of 1,900 for losing this round. They've got no money in the bank. They will be able to afford almost nothing, just pots and pans to fight with for them in the next round. Tarek desperately holding onto his gun, but you could see that there's not much money in the bank for Cloud9 either, so they're not really in a position to go on safari to hunt for Tarek. 4-3 coming the way of Cloud9, and it's anti-eco time. Although they do have to be scared of that rifle of Tarek.
Shrewdy rules. Shrewd. Good old Shrewd. Let's see whether or not OpTic can throw a wrench into the works here for Cloud9, because there is some stuff to work with. Obviously, they saved the M4. We've got some P250s in the mix, some flashbangs. We might see a nice aggression from them. I doubt they're just going to sit and wait for Cloud9 to run their anti-eco. I mean, if they could find Skadoodle or something like that, or a player that's isolated if there's a default from Cloud9, that could be a great way for OpTic to get into this round.
Fast plays into the boost position. Stanislaw using a smoke trick, but he's spotted and he's dead. Nice early frag for Cloud9. Will rest some nerves in this anti-eco round. Now Tarek's been found. Got himself a kill. Team in main there. Smoke's down, so Cloud9 can just go elsewhere.
Elsewhere they will go. Mixed up waste, but with a USP, can't expect too much. Oh, gets one frag out of it, which is not too shabby. 2 kills already in a round like this is already pretty good work from OpTic, to be honest. Rush could even get more. The P250, the honest P250 is a great weapon. And Tarek's coming in the back now. He's got Kevlar too, so there is potential for some extra damage. There should be no way that OpTic could win this round, though. There should be no way.
If Tarek could get into checkers, then perhaps. But it seems... Well, he's going to reposition, actually. He's not giving up on it just yet. But now Rush has gone down. What is your play, Tarek? Maybe the save is in order. He'll get the dink onto Skadoodle, but that is about it. That woman desperately needs beer. Somebody help her out. So, no rifle save for Tarek in that situation. He has got money to buy, however, so it's all good. 4-4. Who's going to take the lead now that things have tied up?
Someone in the crowd wants to fight you, James.
That's probably a bad idea.
5 rifles, limited utility for OpTic. Oh, wow, we might see a very fast play here for Cloud9. Into B, it's been a while since we saw a really fast pace from them. Yeah, you're right, it is quite reminiscent of Tyloo, actually. Now, 2 players on the bomb side for OpTic. They actually don't have a bad setup to defend against this. If the rush comes in and there's the right counter grenades from the CTs and smokes and so on, all they have to do is just delay. That is perfect, though. That is absolutely perfect from Cloud9. They have to push in quickly with these Molotovs, which have now been extinguished. And they can get some work done, and that's exactly what's happening. Good entry frags coming in. Stanislaw bursting through the choke point, able to equalize and put Skadoodle in a 1 versus 1.
He thinks he's got the bomb, but he hasn't got the bomb. Got to go back for it. Got to go back and pick it up. Where is the bomb, though? He doesn't want to look for the bomb because there it is. He needs to face just in case somebody's peeking, which makes life a bit awkward. Now he can only guess at where Rush is coming from. Plant goes down, keeping an eye on the low grounds. And here we go. Here's the vent being popped. Really nice angle being on headshot. You can do a lot of dirty things with it. And there it is. Cloud9 will take the lead. Carnage on the B bomb site, but Cloud9 will just about come out on the winning side.
Yeah, loving the Molotov play there. Again, it's so important. A lot of teams actually don't do that. A Molotov play when you go for kind of a contact, almost contact play onto the bomb site. What did I just see, James? Right
America.
There. America. We had a great execution there from Cloud9, forcing the smokes down. That basically cripples the ability to defend the site, and it just creates chaos as well, as you said. So, Skadoodle looking for the pick. Oh, just off the timing ever so slightly. And now it's time to kill some of these pistoling players. They have middle now, do Cloud9. But there is a response here, James. We have a lot of OpTic players. They want to push as 5 into middle.
Where's the flash for Stewie? There it is. Spots 3 players, and he takes the close one. Can he get any more? Done a great job. Here come the rest of the CTs. The range is to Shroud's advantage, but the numbers are not, and he will slide. Lots of splinters for him. So that's 1 AK, maybe 2 potentially for OpTic to collect. I think they're going to boost and get the other one out. Will they go for the retake, though, or will they try to hold on to these weapons? That's the question. See that being collected now. Tarek is close with the Deagle, and the other 2 not committing to anything just yet. They can shoot the vent and run distraction, allow Tarek to get in. Does he see the barrel of Skadoodle's gun? He does.
Oh my god, that is not how this is supposed to go. Tarek in from the back like an assassin with that blade, and now nothing has to clutch again. Defuse comes in, the Molotov's on the ground, but there's no time, nothing able to get to the frag as well. Oh, that was close. That was pretty close.
Always nice to see a knife kill. There's a lot of heavy support for Cloud9 in the crowd. It is a North American matchup, but I think the crowd are firmly with the C9ers.
Boom.
Always like a bit of a backstab. Nice.
Yeah, it's cool to see all the jerseys.
2-round lead for Cloud9 at the moment. Both teams on the buy, both teams on the AWP. Not the easiest CT side for OpTic. 5 rounds in a row now for Cloud9. Will the success continue? Again, they've just been charging into the sites a lot. Seen a lot of attrition, but it has not been favourable for OpTic.
That is for sure, and Skadoodle is taking a more classic position now with his AWP. We're seeing a more, well, this is a default from Cloud9. They spread across the map. They've got a players on the outskirts, onto B, onto A, and they just see what they can get here. And this is great stuff there from Nothing as well. He's just clearing the early positions there towards the vents and checkers just to get rid of information to force any CTs back. He could play into checkers. That's a question mark for the CTs. They don't know just yet. Will Skadoodle be able to capitalize if they're looking for information? Stanislaus actually walking below. He has a gap, but Stewie's in there. Very important from Stewie. Otherwise, Skadoodle would have been in trouble. And now Cloud9 going with a man advantage.
But look at the read from OpTic with those grenades going into the B bomb site. They think it's a bait and they rotate the third person over towards the A site. And they have a good read of the situation. You see Cloud9 are entirely in main. The grenades being deployed, and then here comes the charge. We've got smokes down, but Mixwell is avoiding the flashbang. He's got a teammate in for support as well. It's a nice crossfire. It's working out swimmingly. Mixwell goes down, but Rush is still alive around the smoke, and he'll be soon facing Skadoodle, but he will have the superior angle. Skadoodle looking away for a moment. That allows Rush to get the frag. 3 versus 1 retake as Nothing falls to the flames. Can Stewie survive? Can he kill this round? There's Rush, but Tarek will be the one to get the frag, and OpTic are back to winning ways.
It's been a while since they picked up a round, but they're finally back on the board with 1. 5-6 now. Very close first half, actually, in light of that. Now it's going to be interesting to see what rounds Cloud9 decide to go with. Obviously, this round was back to default. Didn't seem to work as much. The rounds that really got them back into this one with such a big string of victories was actually, as you said, kind of just walking into either A or B with a lot of the grenades. So maybe they're going to go back to that now. And I mean, they have a Tech 9 on automatic, so automatic can be that first man, that sacrificial lamb in any of these pushes. That says Skadoodle has the AWP.
An important thing for OpTic on that defense was that Mixwell was hiding behind quad, trying to avoid flashbangs, and Rush was simply facing the wall. With the smoke down there from the T's, they know those flashbangs through the smoke are coming. They both managed to avoid it, and that is a huge help. That puts Cloud9 still at a disadvantage going through that smoke, and makes Rush's life a lot easier. We have a timeout coming in from OpTic at the moment, which, sorry, I think it was from Cloud9 rather. Yeah, it was from Cloud9. Yeah. Maybe a technical, I'm not sure. No one's doing much talking though, really. And the game has been unpaused. So we have Nafly with the AWP now. He has a reasonable spawn to go for an aggressive play should he wish to. He's been playing towards B with Tarek. And again, with a forward spawn, you can jump straight into the checkers area and hold an angle. That's what he's going to do. The smoke down immediately, though. That could be a nice high explosive grenade, but it'll do 0 damage, of course.
So this is good, responsible stuff from Cloud9, slowly forcing Naf back with the grenades. And that's going to basically stop him being able to take any forward picks. But you can see there's a slight indecision for Naf as to what position he wanted to take with the AWP. He's gone for a very, very aggressive position, and he is in a lot of trouble potentially here if they discover it. But they don't! Stewie goes down. That is massive, because not only does Stewie go down, they left him there as a lurker. They've actually switched up to go to A because it's clear. And now OpTic, this is crazy. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. 4 versus 5 after plant. Cloud9 still look good for this one.
You see those post-plant grenades, but there's a big gap in there that the CTs might be able to exploit. Skadoodle don't taking Stanislaus down, just pot shots through that smoke. There goes Rush as well. 4 versus 3 now. Advantages go back towards Cloud9. Shroud taken down at the back, now there can be a crossfire. Nothing very exposed, but Tarek will be the one to take the kill. Now it's Nafly alone versus 2. How can he do this? That bomb is very quickly ticked. Skadoodle on the high ground here, trying to play an off angle if Nafly goes for a peek. He can't defuse the bomb. There's not enough time for this. And he will fall. His grave will be the A bomb site. Another round on the board for Cloud9.
Yeah, Skadoodle played so well that round. I love how basically no one can kill the guy who's defusing except Skadoodle. He's the only guy that could have done it. He had to walk up to him and just point blank him with the AWP here. We're going to see it. Boom. See you later. No defuse for you. What a great round from him there. And that is what we want to see. 7-5, Cloud9 coming back into this one. They have forced a poor buy for OpTic. OpTic on a UMP, a Scout, 5-7s.
They're charging through mid. I thought they might cross the short, but no. Skadoodle does not get the angle. Early advantage for OpTic as well. They're on the force buy here. This looks like another round of carnage. Shroud's got to be very careful. He sees Anderson on the low ground, not expecting that. They spot 2 players in the middle area, still looking to fight. Shroud's heavily tagged though. Cloud9 with no significant positions at the moment. OpTic with very fast plays will make Cloud9 a bit wary, a bit scared of aggression coming in from anywhere pretty much. 2 players from OpTic being very active towards B, rotating out now. Nafly stuck towards the sandbags. Could have been the bait, but he died before his teammates could get there.
Ooh, nice tag from Tarek. We know what he can do for the scouts.
This is very dangerous for Cloud9 now.
Yep.
They chose to stand and fight in the middle area. The scout comes in, Shroud had nothing, both heavily tagged. A scout and 2 5.7s. There are 2 smoke grenades though for Cloud9. Those may be very important as they choose to engage on one of these sites. But they better hope it's the right one.
Yeah, you make a very good point. The Scout 5-7 combo is glorious. But that bomb site is definitely quite empty. So they have picked the right one indeed. Just going to be a sigh of relief let out by them. But still damage can be done here by OpTic. Here they come. Stewie's in a great position there over by the connector between the warehouse and B storage. And we're actually going to go for the gun.
It's an eco round for them next round.
Yeah.
And well, they've picked up some nice stuff, so maybe they will try to string together a buy with the remaining 2 players if they can hold on to 3 guns here.
I mean, it could be actually quite substantial what they can do in the next round. Now they've picked up a few weapons. Cloud9 though, I mean, OpTic, if they have a really crappy situation on the buy and they feel pressured to make an aggression to level the disadvantage and just put themselves on level playing field, they might be in a position where they're going to give the opportunity for Cloud9 to have an early engagement, and that's where Cloud9 have been doing really well. When the fight gets taken to Cloud9 early on, the likes of OpTic, he's been doing very well.
Oh, there's an OpTic fan. But definitely mostly Cloud9 here today. 2 rounds left in the first half, and the other 2 players haven't bought anything just yet. Nafly and Mixwell. So it seems they will hold on for the last round and try to make it work with 3 primary weapons. There we finally see the cross towards the short position, but Shroud unable to get the fatal connection. I think we've got is there a squeaky push coming in, or are they going for a boost? Squeaky push, 2-man squeaky push. There's the first one, Skadoodle repositioning. Mixwell is going for a pop flash. It's not going to work out, but it will allow him to escape. 2 players on either side for the CT side. Cloud9 taking it slow.
Yeah, just as they should be at this point. Skadoodle's been doing great on Cash. That's really fun to see. Oh, Stewie takes down Tarek. Very nice shot there, very fast. And now that's the 5 versus 3. All they have to do is just go together and set up trades into a bomb site, land onto the bomb plant, and then they are good to go. And there's only Naf with a deagle here. Oh, there's one! Naf looking to get his Nico going from this position, but utterly denied by Stewie. And that will be the bomb plant very, very swiftly here now for Skadoodle of Cloud9. And they should be fine. Should be absolutely fine. Rush, maybe he's thinking of saving this AK.
He's got $700 in the bank, so that might be a plan. And indeed, he has abandoned his teammate. He's left him to die. It's mutiny there. It is mutiny. Mixwell, see if he can get something better. In fairness, Mixwell has no Kevlar and the UMP, so we can try and steal a superior gun. Looking for good timing. Not going to find it though. Skadoodle holding a great angle. So we'll see if Rush can hold on to this AK, because OpTic is on the hunt now. Cloud9 though with a strong T-half so far. 9 rounds to the 5 of OpTic.
Yeah, Rush still trying to save this AK desperately. It's really important that Cloud9 get rid of it. He's caught it by Foggis, has to survive somehow, gets another kill. Another player comes in, and that's Stewie, takes Rush down. Rush will not be able to save the AK into the next round, but we will see an AWP onto Naf. He's going to just buy the AWP instantly. No indecision there. Cloud9 looking like they have a strong first half here, but that's how the last game looks as well, James.
It did indeed. No real indication as to what might happen in the second half. Last round. Can OpTic get back to winning ways? They've won 1 round of the last 9. So beyond the pistol and 2 anti-ecos, OpTic have won 2 rounds on their CT half. That is that's not great for them. But 6-9 again, we saw that earlier on. Didn't amount to much then. But maybe this will end up more competitive. Early harassment from the Cloud9 side. Everybody static. Rush underneath the boost already. And Mixwell's been boosted into the vent via mid. So OpTic have some nice positions here. They've got crossfires potential towards mid. And quick support towards B. But again, Cloud9 with a very slow approach at the beginning, giving OpTic opportunities to hang themselves.
Yeah, absolutely, and it has happened in past rounds. Perhaps they are disincentivized, but we should see the first engagement here in middle, maybe, if the boost does come in. Well, it has come in, nothing sitting on there, but he's just playing passively for now. Not going deep on the angle just yet. Looking to be kind of the lurker, the guy to split onto A. But he is alone in that position, so nothing has a lot to do. Here comes the push, all the nades, and now OpTic know what's going on. I think nothing's going to go over in mid, but he's going to be against 2 players. Stanislaw takes the first frag. That's a very important one from Stewie. The bomb can be planted, but Stanislaw creeps around. He creeps around, he finds one, spraying wildly with the FAMAS. The trade comes in from Stewie. Very important. 3 versus 3 now, post-plant.
Those smokes going down again at the front of the site. Kind of shallow though, but Skadoodle is there. Rush and Tarek coming in from car and highway. That's all that's left. Skadoodle with the Deagle, trying to kill everyone here. 8 HP on Tarek, and he's got a lot to do. Even random spray through smoke might take him down. Nothing knows he's stuck, but out he comes. That will be the last kill of the first half. 10-5 in favor of Cloud9.
Yeah, one of the best things to me about this half from Cloud9 was just Skadoodle, every time he needed to deliver something, every time he was in the position to make the play, he did. And he actually over-delivered in some cases with the AWP. So that's very cool. And now Cloud9, they get to start off with that 10-5. They get to start off with confidence. But that, again, that's what overpass looked like. So we definitely shouldn't be counting out OpTic just yet. Moving on to their T side, I would say that they would be more dangerous, potentially on their T side.
Well, now they can show us if they have the coordination with which to take it. Now it's OpTic's turn to have 2 grenade men, Nafly and Stanislaw. Stanislaw lining up for a similar smoke to that nothing deployed, but Cloud9 not going to wait for anything. Lovely flash goes into main. Tarek and Nafly spotted. Stewie, oh, he's got a knife out, but Mixwell saves the day with 2 headshots. Make it 3. The bomb's on the floor though.
Shroud and Nothing coming in quickly now for the retake. Very, very good with pistols, especially Shroud. Let's see if he can get something sneaky. Naf there over towards A main. It's all about looking the right place at the right time. Can't get the fast connection. Naf in with the fast frag. Now it's down to Nothing. There's 1. 2 more though. As he creeps forwards. Has to guess right. Where's the second guy? Where's the peek? Finds himself Stanislaw. Quick reload. How is he still alive? Nothing. Going to just tap the bomb now. Trying to force Naf out. Trying to just work his way around the container to get that headshot. Time is running out. He's able to pick up a kit here. A bit of extra time. Gets a snap. So low is Naf. Nothing around the corner. Does he have time?
Oh, it's going to be close. I'm not sure if he's got it. Oh, no! The pistol goes to OpTic. Great play, though. Great presence of mind to pick up the defuse kit in the first place around the forklift position. Just needed half a second more.
Nothing's playing well, man. We've seen a lot of great rounds from him, but also a lot of great rounds from him where just denied at the last moment, which is very unfortunate. Feels bad indeed. 10-6.
Mixwell just coming in like Chuck Norris on a motorbike, firing missiles in all directions. That was quite the save he made with those very fast 3 kills. So OpTic on the road to recovery now. Looking good for an 8-10, but Cloud9, they haven't bought almost anything, if anything at all. No, they have bought nothing. They've got 3 USPs and 2 P2000s, more P2000s showing an appearance. But normally when they do this, they buy in the next round. They have that surprise 3rd round buy.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times now. I wonder if it's starting to come into fashion. We will find out shortly. OpTic running their anti-eco, and Naf's going to get an easy headshot onto automatic. So far so good for OpTic Gaming. Taking over middle. Another frag presented to Mixwell. Stanislaw as well, presented with fragging opportunities. And it's over. It's over, James. I'm glad it's over.
Show me the buy. Show me the weird Cloud9 buy. I want to see it. I see a P250. That's about it. I'm being denied the weird buy, Dan. So some Kevlar here and there, pistols.
I mean, to be fair though, I mean they had nothing on the previous round. They buy the pistols and Kevlars this round, so it still is a little bit weird.
Yeah, but it can take people off guard, which is always good.
Very true.
Keep people on their toes, keep them surprised. No helmets. 5 players with Kevlar, some CZs as well. OpTic will think better of that approach. Again, OpTic passive beginning. Looking for any charges from Cloud9. And now they've got the numbers towards B. Stanislaw on the Mac 10. He can lead the proceedings. Looking for those headshot sprays. There'll be Tarek to do so. Nothing putting a smoke down on the site. Very nice stuff, but what can he do with it? Stuck in the smoke with a P250. Emerging. And that's where he will lie. OpTic left alone. And at this point, there's just a point in him trying to go into the B-bomb site. He could save what he has and or position himself to try and steal the weapon away from these players. And that's about it. Great round from OpTic.
Yeah, this is nice. Very, very nice way to start things off. It's Cloud9, I mean, they're a team that are very good at pulling off aggressions. I'm wondering if we'll see like aggressive Stewie with the AWP, or whether they'll just leave it for Skadoodle on the side here, in this case against OpTic, or whether they'll just play very passively against they're very successful overpass CT side, featured a lot of light aggression. Actually, their aggression, I would describe it as quite tight. You'll see small aggressions, but they'd make it safe, and they would never overstay their welcome. So we know Cloud9 are capable of that kind of play style. And Skadoodle, if Scar wants to buy an AWP, he's not going to have any Kevlar, just a couple nades. So he probably doesn't want to get aggressive.
Right then, let's see what Cloud9 have to offer on their CT side in terms of a defense. OpTic, well equipped with their utility. Nothing's playing the highway position, can help A if there's a fast play. Cloud9 essentially playing 3 towards B at the beginning of their buy rounds. Shroud alone on towards A rather. Shroud alone towards the B bomb site. OpTic in the sandbag position. And OpTic again starting slow, trying to get a read as to what might be going on the Cloud9 side. The C9 money isn't in the right place to go for some rabid aggression just yet. So maybe they'll be slow starters themselves. Are we going to see a late take into mid?
It's very common, and OpTic are a team that's definitely I've seen a lot from. And exactly on the 1 minute mark, very standard stuff. OpTic wants to play into the smoke. That's so smart by OpTic. Runs the gamble actually, and no one will be coming from the warehouse itself. Nothing goes out of the open to try to support, and Stewie tries to play off of it, but no one can get anything done. At least Skadoodle and Shroud. What do they do? What do they do in this position?
Yeah, that was a disaster. I think Nothing was more than likely running to his doom in that situation. I don't know if you realised there were 2 people there, but anyway, we've got Shroud trying to hold down the B-bomb site on his own. We've got a grenade. Skadoodle getting a frag elsewhere, but he's on a late rotation. Shroud finished off, leaving Skadoodle alone in 1 versus 3. Still heading forward. Surely it's suicide. He hears a player in the checkers, but he can't get the kill. So I think this round is over for Cloud9. Skadoodle will try and position himself as best he can to hold on to his sniper rifle. But yeah, it looks like Nothing was running to his doom. I can only assume that the CTs didn't know there was a player on the boost as well as below the boost in mid. So in that position, he's in no man's land. Then a 3rd player comes in as well, and that's the round pretty much won with 3 quick kills in mid.
Now things get really rough because, well, for Cloud9, the Cloud9 that is, because now they're going to likely end up losing the lead. Obviously, OpTic will go 9-10. Cloud9 will need a save, and a couple saves to be honest, before they can buy again. So this is OpTic taking the lead in this matchup, but OpTic still have to show that they can consistently take these buy rounds. Their money's getting kind of out of control there because they've had a lot of really clean rounds. They have 5 to 10k on pretty much every player, so that's pretty significant.
Money in the bank.
Yeah, I agree with you. It almost seemed, or looked very, it was made to look easy for OpTic there. Everyone running into the open.
Right then, the question is, can Cloud9 right now, they need Skadoodle to get a fast pick, and then they need to try and rotate him into where OpTic may potentially rotate. So he's looking for a gap, he's looking for an opening, but again, OpTic started slow. No challenge into mid just yet. Always nice to have a T boosted on the high ground here. You can see the CTs repositioning if they don't do it well enough. And it's also good if they go for, if they smoke off T warehouse and then try to creep through that smoke. It makes life a lot easier spotting that as well.
And I was just about to say, Skadoodle does have an AWP. That's one of the reasons why OpTic are being so incredibly cautious. They've discovered where the AWP is. They're going to run straight into the opposite direction. Now, that is going to work out. Skadoodle is actually rotating. He's coming onto the scene right now, but Sui takes down Nap as they try to get onto the bomb site, so this is still not too straightforward if OpTic. But as the grenade starts to come in, oh my god, did he just get next because he jumped at that exact moment? Oh my goodness. That's insane.
Yeah, Skadoodle has managed to rotate in time. He needs his other teammates to run distraction, pushing through the smokers. Skadoodle, he's around the forklift now, but there is Tarek as well, and that's pretty much the GG, although these plays are heavily tagged. If Shah can find something, he can't. Another round on the board for OpTic. The score tied. And again, we're in a situation where Cloud9 have no rounds on the second half just yet. That means maximum loss bonus. Perhaps there's some frustration creeping in as advantages have once again been lost.
Yeah, Skadoodle put themselves in a good position to get something done. Obviously, they're always out of favor slightly, but yeah, opportunity lost indeed. So now OpTic, again, running a similar start to their round. They're going to see the default coming in. Nafly on the signs, looking into any B storage aggression, which could very well be a way for Cloud9 to mix things up, or they might think we need to mix things up. Let's go aggressive towards B storage. They have 3 players there. But as we can see right now, not very aggressive just yet, starting to creep in just as that moves away from his position and as OpTic go for the mid take at the same time. So forward position now found for Cloud9 in B storage.
Problem for Cloud9 though is that there's a minute 15 on the clock. They have no more smokes. It's always good to re-smoke that position at least once. Strido's been boosted into a very weird angle. In the meantime, Rush has been picked off. OpTic may favor the A bomb site. And the idea with these smokes, or part of the idea, is to force the Ts to go towards A and then have the numbers there. And indeed, the numbers are somewhat there for Cloud9. They've got automatic. He can easily rotate something towards the car position as well. So far, so good. That's a bomb spotted as well. That's a full rotation now that Cloud9 can afford themselves. Mixwell getting picked off. Nafly and Stanis will remain versus a full 5 of Cloud9.
Yeah, they can't get in as well. They're just still stuck in their choke points. Stanisla's trying to brute force his way out. He does get 1 kill, but he comes to flank. As you said, instant rotation, and that's the GG for the round. Great round from Cloud9 there. Really great round. And one thing that was really cool was the way they had 3 players towards B storage, but they weren't just trying to just ruthlessly push and run into an AWP or something, which was set up by NAF in T-spawn. They actually waited ages to find the right timing to go for the push, and then they had, as you said, that setup where they can just have more players towards A to defend. So Cloud9 a step ahead in every portion of that last round.
Yeah, they were down on the cash in that round, so that was a crucial one. Skadoodle shooting the vent through the roller shutter so he can get a fast boost in for a teammate, or at least do it unannounced later on. Early nades, but nothing. For now, we'll have a forward position. A position which is not always checked, and that Molotov won't touch nothing, so OpTic have to be careful here. Not going too deep just yet. Some precautionary flashbangs coming in. In the meantime, OpTic holding angles elsewhere. Nafly making sure there's no squeaky push. Stanislaw in the sunroom. And again, we might see that boost into the vent now from Nothing and Shroud. There goes Nothing. So maybe he can take these players by surprise should they go in for a late push into mid. Lots of players around the boost position for OpTic. How many, though, will they commit to this mid take?
We can see a couple at the moment. You would expect to see Molotov coming in for Nothing on the vents. And there it is, soaring overhead. However, the smokes are down to prevent Nothing being finished by Stanislaw. And Rush will be the first to get the frag. Entry made on middle, that's a really good start for OpTic. Now they can split to A or B. Cloud9 are sort of gambling on B here, and that's often what this round will turn into.
Oh, they're being baited. The OpTic gaming side are keeping Cloud9 entertained towards B bomb site. Stewie's alone towards A, and that's where the bomb's coming. Stewie needs a lot of help here. Only good for one, not a single frag there. It's going to be a hard retake, and Rush is on the rotation as well. He's looking to cut these players off, and Cloud9 have abandoned their theory. Having a read that perhaps somebody's in connector, they know that they could be led into a bear trap. So they will find passages elsewhere.
Yeah, I wonder what happens if we actually see a frag by Stewie there. I wonder if that changes it for them to go for it, because as we can see, the players are very low. So Rush will be taken down by Skadoodle in the end. And OpTic will win a round right back. This is really interesting now because obviously Cloud9, they just won a round. If they survive with all these guns, they can buy in the next round. So this is the last, essentially last third of the map. So this is where the economy starts to really be incredibly important because you can't, it gets to a point where you just cannot really make a recovery. And which team is going to be that team? So far OpTic look very good, but if Cloud9 are able to take this round, and they do time out to try to figure out how to do that, then they can bring themselves back into this one. But OpTic definitely with the edge at the moment.
We haven't seen a lot of aggression just yet from Cloud9 main pushes, beyond pistol round. The main pushes, Squeaky pushes, B pushes. We saw that one aggressive play to try and get OpTic towards the A bomb sites. But Cloud9, ultimately they've won just the one solitary round on their CT side so far. And again, the score is tied up as you mentioned, so you have to heavily favor OpTic the way this is going.
Yeah, I think definitely they are favored. And also they are showing the ability to consistently get the advantage into the mid-round because they have these mid-takes, and even if they don't get any kills from the mid-take, they get a superior situation on how the control of the flow of information goes. That's a very fast wall of smokes there from OpTic Gaming, trying to kind of make it look like it's going to be a B play, but it's actually a super fast play into the A bomb site. Nothing will jump across here, and they've already lost Stewie. This looks bad for Cloud9.
The one time you don't smoke main, early pick-off in favor of OpTic. They've had a lot of those, especially in the previous map. Will it continue? More advantages with the trade of players. Bomb still rotating in as Cloud9 players continue to get picked off across the map, in mid, in A, and Shroud is wondering what he can do in this situation. His whole team have been wiped out. They've got next to no money in the bank. And OpTic are about to take the lead once more.
Yeah, this is really bad now for Cloud9. I'm sure there's a lot of fans sweating at the moment because it's going to take something pretty remarkable, I think, for them to bring themselves back into this one. Again, OpTic do look like the better cash team at the moment. And Cloud9 will be going into the next round, at least with one AWP. And you can work with that. We did see Cloud9 almost win a similar round previously too.
Yeah, I wonder if Shroud will retain it because he has armor, or if they'll throw it to Skadoodle or Stewie. I mean, maybe it's based on spawn as well. They may have a light investment around this AWP. That is not a face of excitement.
No, I think he should get the AWP.
Well, it partly is a bit. Yeah, the problem is, okay, Stewie has the most forward spawn. This is good for Cloud9. He can do something with this. 1900 though, he might not be able to really afford Kevlar. He's going to go for it anyway. So we've got Stewie with a forward spawn and Kevlar. Now again, he can go for a main peek, he can go for a B push, he can go for a squeaky play with this AWP. Cloud9, they will need the support of their fans for this one. Indeed, he's going for the push towards A, but will it be squeaky or will it be main? Looks like it'll be squeaky.
Yeah, he's the best aggressive AWP, and nice movement in there. Now what is he going to find? There's a lot of players towards the A side of the map. He's got some support with him as well. Once again, OpTic with the mid-take. OpTic has been very good at taking mid when it's available, which is very important as a skill set for Cash, but there you go. Frag number one. Stewie has to move though. As OpTic see that kill, they're going to start to try to get themselves in towards the B-bomb site, as it is the opposite place where they saw the AWP.
Moving through the vents now, but Stewie is already in position, almost on the high ground. Waiting for the cross. That smoke comes in. Look how fast he is! Down goes Stanislaw. And Skadoodle's delivering as well to P250. Now he can just hide in the headshot and be the bait. Mixer of 2 fast kills. Got to reload, but it's still advantages for Cloud9. They need that smoke to disappear. OpTic have to cross that bomb. They have to get the bomb on the site before the smoke disappears, and they do.
Yeah, it's not over yet. Stewie's going to come in from above. Oh my god, Stewie finds himself number 3. And it's just Mixwell on the bomb site, on the lonesome. He to find himself the first one, nothing, just trying to occupy him, and Stewie, that's why you give him the AWP.
4 kills for Stewie with the AWP, played it to a T, had the forward spawn, and did it marvelously, so fast with those shots. And he just demonstrates how fast he is. As soon as he hears that bomb being planted, he knows he's got an advantage. There's one man who can't shoot, goes for the kill, looks towards the vents. Look how fast that is, that's absurd. That is absurd, and that's the one he does when he hears a bomb being planted. He knows there's only one person. The odds are as good as they ever will be, and he exploits that to a T. Steals around from OpTic.
That shot on the guy, I think it was Tarek towards Checkers. That for me is like the hardest one. The guy has it's like a slither of pixels with the other guy's back walking the other direction. That's kind of nuts. Stewie is insane. And he's brought his team back into this one in the most remarkable way. Skadoodle has the AWP once again, and he will be AWPing on the A site. And that is where the action is coming. So now the test of the AWP falls onto him. He does have some support. Stewie is coming in as well. He is blinded though. Skadoodle gets one. What else can he find in this position by quad? Oh, I don't know how that missed. Oh, they're lining up for him though. And he'll steal away another frag for a 3 versus 3.
Nade flies in, but it can't kill Stanislaw. Wrong angle, 14 HP, and the bomb's going to get planted. 3 CTs on the retake. Importantly, we've got 1 on the flank. Tarek will have a number of places to look. Once that smoke on card disappears, his attention may be taken away. 2 CTs on highway. Automatic biding his time. He needs that distraction, and there it is. Tarek looking away, almost a 2-man spray down. Stanislaw goes down though. Now his teammates can advance, and he can run distraction. Rush in a great position though. Tarek picks off automatic as well. Down to Shroud once again. He may see Rush's Shadow first, but it won't be enough. Rush with the headshot. The rounds go back and forth.
Yeah, this is a game of heroes at the moment. Just, heroic stuff from Stewie in the previous round, and then OpTic able to stop themselves from bleeding out there right at the end. 13-12, and the money situation for Cloud9 is just still terrible. OpTic have that security still. They have that buffer of cash to work with, and that's going to keep them on the optimal buys. Cloud9, on the other hand, they finally decide to go for a save. We're not able to bring anything from the previous round into this one. And we see a couple flashbangs. Smoke, HE, CZ, E250, not much else. Nice flash in though, actually. Might be an opportunity there for OpTic. Down to 6 HP. Thanks for a bit of spray through the wall. But otherwise, there's no aggression here from Cloud9 elsewhere on the map.
Once those smokes disappear, life will be harder for Cloud9. With close quarters, with a CZ, with P250s, those smokes can be a godsend when it comes to yielding some frags. 2 flashes and the high explosive onto nothing. Might be deploying that soon. Holding it out on the... holding the flash, in fact, on the A-bomb site. So Cloud9 on A have a setup, though if OpTic move into mid, then it may be thwarted. No presence in the middle area for Cloud9 at the moment. Automatic in the vent with 6 HP, that's about it. 50 seconds. Are OpTic waiting too long to take a bomb site? They have no kills just yet.
It's taking them some time, but they're starting to get some ground. Ooh, Automatic with a fast frag. Still though, looks very grim. 35 seconds, that's still a decent amount of time. Nice flash comes in. Stewie steals himself an AK. This is problematic, still so blind. Nothing's on the bomb site here to play crossfires with. There's 25 seconds left. They have to commit into the A bomb site. They have to plant the bomb. There is no time at the moment. This crossfire is massive. Stewie and nothing combine. And now it's just 1 man left, but there's no time. Taps come in from Rush, trying to find nothing. If nothing goes down, maybe he can get the bomb down, just maybe. But it doesn't look like it's going to be happening anytime soon. Rush looking for the peak, but Cloud9, they know better.
Counter-terrorists win.
Again, OpTic, you need more time if there are errors, otherwise the anarchy favors the people with the lesser buy, the people with the close quarters, the CT side with the pistols. A lovely flash from Stewie, picks up the gun, and then he just knows, I will be the bait, nothing, you pop out when needed, nothing pops Mixwell straight in the face and it all collapses. Dominoes go down 1 by 1. Both teams on the buy once again, and this is getting very scary for both of these sides because one of these teams is going to run out of money with very, very few rounds left. That said, OpTic still have cash in the bank to stretch out a buy in the following round if they lose this one, but they'll have no intention of doing so. Cloud9 again with 3 players towards A very early on in the rounds. Not going to focus on mid for the time being. Pop flashes come in. Early pick from Stewie.
Yeah, now they can fall back on a 5 versus 4. That's beautiful stuff. In fact, they're going to go for a boost, and that's going to allow them to just leave Stewie alone on this bomb site. Because so long as they have somewhat control of middle, Stewie can't really... he's in a great position there to kill multiple players, as long as he doesn't get attacked from highway. Although they will just leave 2 on the bomb site for the time being. On A, and 3 on B. It's just waiting, goading OpTic to come at them at this point. And OpTic, they're going to be choosing that A bomb site seemingly. They have a smoke grenade and 3 Molotovs, a handful of flashbangs, so there's utility to work with. But I think this defense between Stewie and Automatic, I feel like it's going to be very, very strong. But the lack of any middle presence from the CTs means that Stanislaw is the player who could really make this go badly for the Cloud9 side.
But there's a read from Cloud9. Skadoodle has rotated towards the car position. Stewie looking away, waiting for the flashbangs to come in. Will Stanislaw spot him before Mixwell comes out? No, Mixwell goes down. There's a bomb as well. Rush makes his way for the smoke. He can raise the arm for his teammates, but Automatic will go down regardless. Skadoodle trades instantly though. Nafly's on his own. He can't do anything either. Cloud9 move forward.
14-13, they're getting closer and closer, and this might be the last goodbye here from OpTic Gaming. In fact, they don't even actually have that much money across the board here. Only a couple players with enough money to get a solid buy-in. OpTic looks so good for so long. I have no idea how. I mean, it's pure heroics that have brought Cloud9 back into this one.
I feel like there haven't been many rounds where it's Cloud9 getting the early pick, but you saw the push into main. Again, something we haven't seen too much of beyond the pistol round from Cloud9 on their CT side. But it pays off very well for them. Tactical timeout from OpTic. Some talking being done. Again, they had enough money to distribute some guns, some with more cash than others, but again, if they lose this round, Cloud9 are on match point and OpTic have no money left. That's the situation they're facing. High pressure in Anaheim.
So here we are. The round has resumed. OpTic, they are sending a lot of men towards the east side of the map at the moment. A lot of harassment here. Shroud is the one that's looking for any players. Taps come in. Oh my god, that was so close. Stanislaw won't be found though. And we see Cloud9 playing a very passive setup, leaving Skadoodle to his own antics, playing passively in middle with the AWP from the white box. And they know that OpTic love to go for those mid takes as well, and so having just Skadoodle there to maybe get a quick shot in and then fall back is perfectly good. But in comes the Checkers take. Shroud is waiting for this. Sees all the grenades. He's on high alert at the moment. Oh, catches Stanislaw. That's a good start for OpTic, rather for Cloud9.
Rush moving through Squeaky with the bomb. Stewie playing around the corner now. Spots him, but he can't do anything about it. OpTic Gaming refused to take this lying down. Mixwell getting picked off, but the bomb is in position to get planted. Tarek's over towards Quad as well, and the crossfire with Nafly. I think he's going for some kind of flank. He's moving out of the main area, but the bomb's still not down. Bomb has been planted. Finally getting planted. And Nafly is deep, looking for a flank. In the meantime, it's a 2 versus 2 on the A bomb site. There goes Tarek. Nafly needs to come in. He needs to hold the left of Rush so he can hold on to the right. And there are already CTs close. Nafly's in position now. Is this going to work out for OpTic? There's Rush for the first one and the second one. Lovely stuff. Rush constantly being a beast today for OpTic.
Rush, man, that's some good stuff right there. OpTic, they lost a man early on towards that B-bomb site, but it was okay. He was a sacrificial lamb. He kept the players in place. He kept the rotation slow. Boom. It's gorgeous stuff there from Rush by Quad. So now Cloud9. Man, this is such an awkward position. They invest a little bit. They get the half buy-in, but they're essentially saying, we are ready to play overtime. We're kind of playing for overtime, essentially. And we're going to see a fast B-storage push coming in from the Cloud9 side. Or at least fast presence there, with lots of players to be spotted here. I guess they've aborted it. Oh, the Flame's going to catch nothing. Now it's a 5 versus 4.
That kill might draw OpTic towards the B-bomb side, but this is where the stack is from the CT side. Nafly's made his way in. Tarek's been dispatched up in the meantime, but in a trade, so there are big advantages for OpTic. There goes some more players, leaving Stewie alone versus 4. They don't need to take that duel, especially with the tagging being done. No need for the 1 versus 1. They'll let Stewie decide his own fate for the time being. It's OpTic moving to match point.
Yeah, Stewie's objective now will be to try to get a gun off a player and then steal that gun into the next round. That would be the best he could do, because he would kind of want to save his Kevlar in this situation. Damage doesn't matter going into the last round, but having a better weaponry situation for him and his team in the next round does. So that's what he's playing for. Stanislaw will catch him out though. OpTic move to 15. It's all on this next one. For either team, this is the third map between OpTic Gaming and Cloud9 here today, and it is definitely very hard to call.
Timeouts from Cloud9. The money's reasonable. Everybody north of $4,000. Shroud with 57, slightly ahead of his teammates. The question is, how do we win this round? What do we expect from our teammates, our opponents rather, and what do they expect from us? If they lose this round, they're done. That's a wrap. They're finished to get the school bus home. Mixwell on 29 kills, so indeed, he has turned up there.
Yeah, he has. He's been doing much, much better. I guess just needed to get a little bit warm. As it's pretty, I guess it's pretty early in the day still. That's definitely helped out massively. And now we're going to see Cloud9 with a buy. It doesn't look too bad actually. We do have Skadoodle on the AWP. Decent selection of grenades. One hit on Skadoodle as well, who is playing in the middle position at the moment. And again, we see a default run by OpTic. This time, not as much pressure on the B storage side of things, as we would normally see loads of Molotovs and smoke grenades to pressure players away from checkers. But we're likely going to see OpTic going for that delayed mid-take.
Yeah, Naf is in position for the Molotov when it's needed. For the OpTic side, it's going to come in and boost Mixwell maybe. There's Molly. There's automatic force from his position. But no mid-take just yet. I think Mixwell is in the boost. Maybe OpTic slightly looking for an early pick. But now you wonder, there are 55 seconds left for OpTic. Nafly's holding the bomb towards Squeaky, but again, they've barely even entered main.
Yeah, this is great that we had the reboost in for automatic back into vents, because they do want to go into middle with the player at least. And now we start to get Cloud9 it looks like Cloud9 pretty much know what's going on. They're rotating players back towards A, and they have the man in vents as well for a fast rotation. So Lurker towards B, and the Stanislaw, he's going to get a kill into Shroud. That will, I think that's causing some indecision there. We can see nothing going backwards and forwards there by CT Spawn. Not 100% sure where the committed play will be. Now they know the play's into the A-bomb site. The first couple of frags going the way of Cloud9. This doesn't look too bad for them. Skadoodle coming in once again. The bomb's on the ground. This will be hard to recover.
Stanislaw making his way in towards main. Rush deploying some Molotovs. There goes Stanislaw. Rush can't even get the bomb down. There's 8 seconds left. He's choosing to frag, but no. Cloud9 take it to overtime. That was a very tense round, but they've made it at least to this point.
It's not over yet for Cloud9. You can see a lot of tension right here, and with the overtime, we might see a very different Cloud9, especially on that first half where they just due to the fact that they're going to have all the money all the time. So it's going to be a real test. It's going to be the real test, a true test between these two teams as who will win this best of 3 series.
OpTic Gaming choosing to start with 5 AKs.
I like that.
Cloud9 with just the one AWP. 2 orbs in the first round of overtime is an all-in play from the CT side. And again, it's MR3, $10,000. 3 rounds and a half and $10,000. OpTic Gaming looking to, I'm assuming, to smoke the car position to put that smoke down towards the wall and the box as well. Indeed, that's where that smoke is going. Exactly where Stewie is standing. And towards the car position. Long rotation, though, into main. That allows counter flashes for the CT side. Stewie spotting turret completely blind. No man's land. Stanislaw will trade, but there are advantages here for Cloud9.
Yeah, it's looking good, but Stanislaw answers back in dramatic fashion. Automatic. Oh, he can't quite see through the smoke, but Naf can. Easy frag for him. Traded back by nothing here as CTs come in dribs and drabs. But it'd be Shroud in a 1 versus 2. Stanislaw says no. Nice triple from Stanislaw. He went hero mode in this round to bring OpTic the victory there.
OpTic's turn to go for raw executes Tyloo style. Smoke onto short position, smoke onto the car, and that smoke between the wall and the box works out for Cloud9, although I really thought Skadoodle was going to get that frag towards Forklift, but that was some mad, intense level of pre-fire from OpTic Gaming. Because that one frag may have turned the tide of the round, but such is life. Grenades towards the short box position, but Skadoodle has an off angle, otherwise he may be dead.
And also, it's worth mentioning that Cloud9, if they need to win this round to have a bye in the next round. They spent everything. They spent absolutely everything. That is a massive problem, James. Their economy has been left in a shambles.
Automatic's got to be careful, because if he stands on the edge, his legs will show to any T on the low grounds, and he will not see them. So he's got to be very careful. OpTic have a minute 10 on the clock. The bomb is in a position which doesn't really tell you much as to what their intentions might be. Tarek onto the boost. Stanislaw about to go up, but the Molotovs will deny him.
Yeah, Nothing's in a very good position. It can be a hard position to play. It really helps if you have teammates flashing in at the right time, and then you can look like an absolute beast. Nothing is going to hear all the jumping. Will there be a flashbang? He does have automatic to help trade as well. This could be a round-winning situation if Nothing's able to get multiple kills here. In they come, so many players. There's the first one. Nothing gets the spray in. Looking for the follow-up, but it's too awkward to find the next frag. But automatic comes in for the trade. Spots ahead. They know what's going on. They know that the OpTic gaming side are trying to split B, and now the rotation comes in.
Automatic delivering more. Shroud spraying through a smoke. He's going to team kill his teammate. Unfortunately, Stanislaw trying to get into the fence, but he's fighting. He's standing his ground, but they don't have time to stand ground. Nafly alone now in the checkers area, waiting patiently for this Molotov to go down. 2 CTs here. Do they know that he's here? Because if they do, they know he's committed. Shroud watching one angle, Skadoodle watching the other, and Cloud9 claw a desperate round back.
That's a very rude word in Finnish, James.
What?
On the sign.
Oh. In Finnish?
Yeah.
It's a long way from Finland, Anaheim. Last round of the first half. Who will take a thin lead into the second? I mean, again, with the... someone tweet me and tell me what that means. With the last rounds, again, they're going for the fights in the middle area. Like, I don't know why they're standing and fighting a guy on short B when you need to... On short to A, rather, when you need to plant the bomb. You're running out of time.
And you can see that Cloud9 are going back to the same setup. They're doing the same thing with Nothing in middle there, on the close to boost position. And this is really cool as well because it's a nice adjustment against a team like OpTic that does like to go for those. I mean, it's fairly standard, but some teams do it more than others. OpTic have done it quite a lot. The standard mid takes, delayed mid takes of all varieties. And it does give you the option to get a lot of frags before you allow them to take mid for free and then make the play. And I do prefer that proactive CT play on this map. So once again, OpTic are set up towards A main. And this is kind of the timing when normally they would be going for the boost into mid. So right now, you can see the timing right there for the incendiary is on the 1 minute mark when OpTic expect, or rather, sorry, Cloud9 expect the boost to come in. But the timing has changed for OpTic.
Ooh, we have an execute. Nafly might be popping in, but Nothing's position could be good if they go in. It's not going to be, though. The headshots from the AK proving superior. The wall of smokes, 3 Ts moving through now. Nothing's position. You'll only see 1 on the def cam, I think. Automatic forced back, but he's going to make his exit. Is he going to the high ground expecting a smoke perhaps? Or no, they think it's going to be A. This has happened before and they've gone for rotations, but they are completely wrong.
Oh, man. Oh, I've made a terrible mistake, but still, Shroud picks up 1. That is going to go a long way into helping them try to claim this round. Of course, this is last round of the first half, so they've got to go for it. Doesn't look good, though, with the man on the flank as well to always be worrying about tapping away. And despite dying, Stanislaw did a lot of damage on this map. It's an 11 now. Shroud has to go completely nuclear to save this one.
As soon as he pushes out, though, as soon as Nafly sees him, a triple peek is going to come, and he is surely going to get wrecked. They're spending a lot of time for this. Automatic, he's going to have to be perfect because that clock is very much ticked. There's Tarek spotted, but Shroud's gone down in the meantime. 11 seconds now to kill 2 players and defuse the bomb. It's too late. He can't do it. The round will go to OpTic.
So how do you separate these 2 teams right now? It's quite interesting because they both play such a different style of Counter-Strike, yet they are so closely matched at the moment on cash. So we go into the second half. OpTic has a round advantage. How do you see this going, James?
I have no idea. We can only bear witness. I'm just waiting to see. Okay, there's no double AWP on the CT side. That would have been scary. Just the one onto Nafly, actually. Is this a spawn-based play? He is one of the B players. Tarek's headed there as well. It's really cool when you can have a team that can rotate the AWP so much. See if it works out. But then Nafly's going for the forward spawn, actually. Going for the aggressive box-esque spawn. Going through the flash. But coming back, making it sensible. I like the aggressive play there. We haven't seen that once, really, with an AWP in normal time. There we go. Early advantages again for OpTic.
Yes, Skadoodle looking over the smoke. Let's see if we can get something done. But there's no frag to be made back just yet. Smoke goes away. Now it's time to go onto the bomb site. Rush. Well and truly Molotov out of position there. They are sent scattering, but so are Cloud9 by counter flashes. Great counter flashes. Rush holds his ground once more, but he's so weak. In comes the trade frag, but there's too much damage that's been done to Cloud9's push. Surely, Skadoodle though in with another frag. Is there a chance? There very well might be. Another frag, and they actually are clear to plant. I did not expect that.
Bomb collected, 2 versus 2. AWP onto both sides. Fake coming in just in case somebody's close. But Nafly, he's in connector with the AWP at the moment, and Stanislaw is holding a crossfire from the short box position on Highway. Stanislaw leading the charge now. Someone's surely going to go straight into the crosshair of Skadoodle. It's Nafly. Down he goes. Will they expect Stanislaw though from the same angle? He might have a surprise for them, but he's been seen with a flashbang. Skadoodle tagged automatically there though to save the day. Insta trade for Cloud9. And they save themselves from match points.
Again, it's that flick shot from Skadoodle was awesome there with the player creeping by the toxic barrels. That was such an important shot again. And obviously, this one here, very, very nicely done. Very good reactive shot in a very tense situation. And now Cloud9 go in with, they've equalized things, 17-17. And now OpTic are in the same position that Cloud9 are in. They have to win this round, otherwise they have no money to buy with in the next round, in the final round.
Skadoodle starting passive towards B, maybe a reaction from the push from OpTic Gaming in the previous round, but they will start on the site, so everybody changing things up. Shrad harassing towards Squeaky Door for the time being. Has automatic in tow, maybe setting up for a Molotov through mid. Stewie's there as well, so question is this a fake? Look where the bomb is. The bomb's over towards B with nothing. Holding an angle. Will they full rotation? Rush is standing in there on his own for the time being. Mixwell moving forward, but again, OpTic just remaining in their deep positions on B.
Stanislaw has a good spot. Peak comes in. Good trade though for both teams, I guess, as automatic will get the worst of it. Now this is a kind of weird position because Cloud9 don't really have much in the way of positioning. Nothing in checkers. He's got to make the play. He's got the bomb as well. As soon as they see him, they know 100% what's going on. 2 players are sitting on the side, just playing delay all day. And Cloud9, they're going to be having to deal with the rotation very shortly as well in the flank. So they have to somehow speed this up. Rush is coming in from the back to constrict them. And Cloud9 are sort of stuck at the moment. Looking for OpTic to peek, but they're just not peeking.
Waiting for the first mistake. Tarek showing some leg. But it's Nafly to get the kills at the same time. Double peek coming out. That's the bomb now as well. Skadoodle versus 3 all of a sudden. And he's got 13 seconds left. The time's run out again. Errors have been made. And it's OpTic to get to match points. Cloud9 backs against the wall once again. Last round of overtime. Either Cloud9 are eliminated or Cloud9 take it to overtime 2. Those are your options.
But at least Cloud9 have a buy. They've got plenty of cash to have a full buy, so there's no worries there. AWP onto Skadoodle, everything you want is there for them to play with. That said, for OpTic, they don't have an AWP, actually, interestingly as well. So now we see a default again from Cloud9. Looking for anything going on in B storage from OpTic. There's nothing, though. Same on the A side of the map. So passive play versus passive play to open things up here.
Yeah, it's going to be another slow round waiting for smokes to dissipate. And smokes being redeployed. CT side of lots of Molotovs, so if there is a fast play from Cloud9 later on, it's going to be a painful one. Mixwell holding a pop flash for Rush, should he require one, towards the A site. He's holding the off angle towards main. He's on the box, he's boosted. In the meantime, Skadoodle looking for picks towards B, but again, it's a deep play from the CTs and a different one. This time Nafly is behind the box, watching the drips and the drops.
That's dripping very fast, actually. I've never noticed that it goes that fast. Anyway, here comes the push from Cloud9, slowly edging their way forwards. Will they Molotov the back box on checkers? That is what I'm wondering. Oh, they did, but they didn't throw it deep enough. They might not expect Naf to be there. He's got a perfect angle. Would you look at that? That's fantastic from Naf.
Counter-terrorist win.
And
OpTic.
there is the GG.
How do they do this, James? How do they, just from the jaws of defeat, they just keep coming back?
One bad Molotov cost Cloud9 half their team in the last round of Cash, and indeed they are eliminated by the likes of OpTic. Very back and forth game between these two teams, and Cash went down to the wire, but again it was OpTic who prevailed. Many Cloud9 shirts in the crowd will be disappointed as the tournament moves on.
Yeah, it's crazy to think because I felt like Cloud9 had all the right pieces, that they were moving very well, but it just goes to show you, OpTic are just one of these teams that are just always able to bring their game. Just they're always able to get something done. Even if you don't have your stars performing, we saw Mixwell dropped off, they're always able to reset. It looks like it's effortless, and it's great to see that after the E-League finals that they can bring themselves so deep.
Yeah, it was a really rough start. You could say it was a rough start for both sides, the way things went. Early advantages were won and lost. It was difficult, but finally it's OpTic who take it over the line. Somewhat surprising towards the end there. I thought Cloud9 would have been good for it, but there we go. But again, just that one Molotov not going in the right place, leaving that flight open, no one checking it, 2-man spray down, then the third one as well. That's pretty much GG right there.
Yeah, you can't do anything against such a superior angle. But, I mean, credit to Cloud9 for showing the form that they did today. I mean, across the entire series, we got to see a lot from them. Obviously, there was that one side of Overpass where they couldn't win a T round. But other than that, we saw a lot of awesome improvement and progress that is the kind of progress we need to see from them, for them to have more consistency, getting deeper into tournaments, because we know they're capable of it. We saw a glimpse today. I think Skadoodle played great. And so, yeah, I was happy to see them do so well despite losing.
Over to Paul at the desk for their thoughts.